On this channel. No, I'm joking.
Fuck the Mormons!
Yeah, we're gonna come and get them. No, we're not. That's a joke. That's a joke. Mainly because I've seen what they're like.
I will come and get them.
I'm scared of them. I'm not gonna lie. But she got famous for like having harsh punishments. Apparently, that is why the channel had like 2 million subscribers. What an MO!
It's a bit insane, isn't it? I wonder what her subscribers are doing. I wonder if they implement any of her discipline.
That was what I said in my videos. I was like, maybe like people take away from the channel and they use what she does and they actually use it on their children, which is fucking terrifying because some of the videos you're coming up are crazy.
Oh, I'll give you the reason why I lost my bedroom. I think so. I think this is the reason. At least this is the reason that's been in my head.
Alright, what do you think he did? I want you to guess.
Just a little bit of manslaughter or something like that.
Yeah, I think I would be disappointed now if it wasn't.
Pretty funny, but now I look back, I mean, it's pretty depressing.
No, we never told our viewers.
That I woke Russell up at 2 in the morning and told him that we're going to Disneyland and he has to pack. And he got up and made his bed all neatly and then packed all his clothes in a suitcase. And then he walked out the door and he was like, what? And he's all happy. Has his sunglasses on. And I was like, we're not going to Disneyland. And he started crying.
That kid's a legend. That is the greatest.
That's a good prank.
That's an unbelievable prank. He lost his bedroom for over half a year because he pulled off like the prank of the century. That is ridiculous.
If she was smart, she would have put that into the YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been great content. But no, instead, what she does, let's just vlog me taking away one of his human rights for half a year. That's what people would rather see. I want to see that prank. Put that on YouTube.
The reason you lost your room, but that was
Well, the other reason is because I pointed a BB gun at his face.
Oh, so it was manslaughter. Okay. Well, yeah, we got there.
Manslaughter.
So, but like, what kid hasn't pointed BB guns at other people? That's the whole point of them. Maybe not at your younger brothers between the fucking eyes. Maybe that's not a good idea. But even so, alright, that's like, you punish them for a week. And by punish them for a week, maybe take away their phone, ground them. You don't go, no bedroom, no showering, you're eating like fucking just purely like rice.
You're on a beanbag.
Yeah, we've sent you into a prisoner of war camp. That is just not okay.
pointed a BB gun at his face and hung him on the basketball.
She laughed and they said it's not funny.
Yeah, she did laugh.
She should be punished.
I thought she was just going to stop at hung him. And I thought, fair play then.
Yeah, manslaughter again. I get it.
Tried to shoot him and hung him, yeah.
Yeah, but no.
Right.
He put him on a basketball hoop. That's like... This is hardly evil, is it?
No.
Basically, Chad...
the day I got home, too.
Chad came home from Anasazi and...
Russell was like, I want to try junking the basketball. And I lifted him up on the rim. And left him there.
So there's a key part there that she mentioned, that he got home from Anasazi. Now, I know what this is. I'm going to show you what this is. This is one of the most, like, insane things I've ever seen, ever. It's a camp, right? Not like NCS or Little Canada or like a PGL trip. It's a camp. They explain it, and I feel like instead of me explaining it, I'll let the parents explain it because they do it no justice and make it sound absolutely fucking terrifying. What the fuck is this?
You know what, Kevin? I can smell his cologne.
Is that all of his clothes in the bag? I guess.
Brought his scriptures. I asked him, I said, you should bring your
This
scriptures.
part isn't
And he
important, by
said,
the way.
no.
Chad?
Is that a Bible?
Yeah, man. If you're gonna go out into the wilderness for the rest of your life, then make sure you got your Bible with you, because the only thing that you might have left is God.
Yeah, that thing is fat.
Chad today has just entered the Anasazi Foundation Wilderness Therapy Program, where he's going to spend the next 8 to 10 weeks living in the
Anasazi Desert.
the desert mountains of Arizona. And he'll be with counselors and other youth that are trying to figure some things out. So you're probably wondering, what did Chad do? Okay, we're not even going to entertain that stuff. But
So they don't explain what he did, because basically he didn't do anything wrong. That is pretty much the gist of it. Now, you may be like, oh, they sent out on a camping trip. That sounds pretty nice. It's like one of those places where, like, people go there and then they're not given any food, they're not given beds, they're not given anything. Like, if he doesn't make himself a shelter, he just will die out there.
So it's a cult?
Yes. If he doesn't find himself something to eat, he will die out there. And you may be thinking, oh, it can't be that insane. But if you go and actually watch what she goes on to say later, it's fucking absurd, the way she brags about what she's done.
And so we found Anasazi and we said, we really think this is going to be great for you. And what a huge gift to be out for months. He gave us a gift. Share with you Chad's voice, and I'll play it for you.
I don't think I've ever opened up this much, especially to you two. It's been really hard out here. I'm gonna keep working hard out here. When I come back, I'm gonna really be grateful.
Kevin and I decided to share this. Do you have any clue how many people have come to me? I've had neighbors. I've had people from my church. I've had mothers email me about Chad. When is Chad coming home? I don't know.
Doesn't know. She sent him off to a camp without any idea about whether he would ever return. That apparently is normal behaviour again. That is mental. Could you imagine if you sent your kid off to, like, what was it? What's one of those, like, school trips? A little Canada? What's the... there's a few of them, aren't there?
NCS.
NCS.
Yeah,
Anything
NCS
NCS
the best, I
related.
reckon.
Could you imagine you go off to an NCS weekend and then you just never leave? That would be great.
You know when they're coming back.
That would actually be brilliant. I think I would have loved to stay on my NCS holiday permanently. I think this is a bit different because at least at NCS I had a fucking bed and something to eat.
He could be gone 12 weeks. He could be gone 16 weeks. I just don't know.
Wow. Just
How does she not know? I don't understand.
because
Like,
they literally basically keep them there until they believe that they've fixed your child. Normally they send people there who are like maybe gay. Basically they send them there in the hopes that maybe that they'll come back
straight.
They'll come back normal.
Because of course they will.
Yeah, because that's how it works, man. Just a couple
Yeah.
months out in the Arizona desert is enough to traumatize you into suppressing your own beliefs. It gets even more mental, this camp experience, by the way, because you should see what she says about what he was eating in the camp.
Showed up in a real concerning way. And we knew that we had a certain amount of years before this child was going to be an adult and be out on his own. And so we said, what is the most loving thing that we can do for this child?
Send him to a fucking camp. I agree.
Chuck him in the desert.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
Oh, that is the most loving thing.
Camp was what we came up with. And we wanted to give this child the best shot at truth. And he was there living on the ground of the Arizona desert for months. And he because he was separated from the distraction, because he was separated from the addictions that he had at home, and he was only face to face with literally the earth. It was him, the sun, and the dirt. And when on a good day, he would have, beans and rice, and he could eat foliage.
Oh, what a lovely experience. On a good day, beans
On a
and
good
rice.
day.
On a bad day, anything you can find that resembles a plant. Obviously, he's probably going to come back and be like, oh, thank fuck I'm not there anymore. And probably do everything that you tell him to do. Because if I thought that at any point that I slightly misbehaved, I was going to be sent away to eat beans and rice on a good day, I would probably at least try my best to be well behaved.
That would change me.
Yeah, that's insane. But it's hardly like a,
Still
a
better
healthy...
than the 7 months on the beanbag.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, what would you prefer? You gotta make your own bed out of leaves or beanbag in the basement?
Actually, I think you'd come back and the beanbag is then a luxury, isn't it?
Oh,
And
yeah,
You've
you-
got to think of a worse punishment.
But that's what she wanted, though. That's the weirdest thing. Like, she was that, and that is why I think the punishments probably do get worse. Because she's like, I've already sent him to a death camp. What about where do I go up from
Yeah,
there?
where else?
The thing is, the rest of the clip of the original one we were watching gets even more mental because, like, look at her reaction to what
God.
her son and daughter says coming up in this video, and it's actually like generally quite depressing.
We saw 3 minutes, and he was just hanging on
Do
there.
you think it's funny? Because
And then I walk out.
if
and
you think it's funny, then that was 7 months ago. Maybe you need longer without a bedroom.
Fucking hell. So she does just threaten them
You think
again.
it's funny, do you?
I mean, it's funny.
Yeah, you
How
think it's
would
funny?
How would you like it if we dug a hole in the back garden and we buried you in it?
With
Would
a
you prefer
beanbag.
that? Yeah. Maybe even without a beanbag, because we're that cruel. Look at him. He's instantly just like... All the joy of, like, telling this story has been fucking sucked out of this poor bastard.
The bigger room in the basement was automatically his, and I didn't have a room. But we put one on hold for me.
But what you guys didn't know was Chad didn't get any room.
She's so proud about, like,
She's happy about it.
she loves it. She's like, by the way, guys, all the viewers at home, he didn't even get a bedroom. As if, like, that's, like, the best thing she's ever done. Subscribe, guys.
What you didn't know is that he didn't have one.
Leave a like if I should take away more of his things.
Got